Give us 60 minutes and we'll give you Nelson Radio every Saturday from 2 to 3 p.m. on KTLK AM 1150. With 29 years in the mortgage business and an array of top-level guests visiting the show, Nelson is in a unique position to bring you cutting-edge information on real estate, business, finance, and law. If you have any questions for Nelson or any of his guests, give him a call at 888-888-2136. That's 888-888-2136. Or check him out online at nelsonradio.com.
Nelson Radio.
Welcome back to Nelson Radio. We're heard right here on KTLK AM 1150. You can hear maybe the pianist in the background as we broadcast remote from Via da Pietra, a beautiful estate at Pelican Crest, what I would call or describe an artist's home. The kind of appointments, the kind of attention to detail, the fact that all the stonework, which the house is named after, the House of Stone, is imported. And it's just a fabulous display of architectural design and a balance of beautiful, beautiful appointments that have come together. We're staring out across the Pacific Ocean, looking at Catalina Island, and it is a breathtaking property to be broadcasting from. 13,500 square feet. And we have with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services California Properties, the Vice President of Marketing, and Zach Hill. Zach, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
And Zach, I want to take a look at where the vision of this marketing campaign, as immense as it is, as you look at all of Southern California, as you rebrand and relaunch Berkshire Hathaway Home Services California Properties. It's a daunting task, but I wanted to take a look, maybe just in the rearview mirror for a minute, looking at your background and some of the things that you've accomplished that led to this opportunity.
Sure. Yeah, it's been a long road that has gone by very quickly. I've had kind of a blessed career. I'm really lucky. I come from the entertainment industry, actually, from digital music. I spent the last 7 years starting a company called Slacker Radio, which started with my friends and now has 45 million listeners across the country.
Just 45 million?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so very proud of that. And then before that, I was at Napster, and I was in the MP3 industry before that. So I've had a lot of experience with working in entertainment and people with big personalities, and that really tied it nicely to working with real estate agents.
in coming out of being an owner of your own campaign and now into a corporate model with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services California Properties transition?
Yeah, it is definitely a big change from what I was doing. It's an amazing challenge, though. It's fantastic to have resources beyond what a normal startup would have. But one of the things that brought me to this company was the mentality that we could treat the marketing like a startup, but with the financial backbone of one of the strongest companies in the world. And who wouldn't take that job?
And does it allow for your creative authority, your thumbprint or signature?
Absolutely, yeah. And I have a great team, too. Of course, it's just not me. But we have a creative director with a vision of how to bring high-end luxury more into the modern world, give it a kind of an aspirational viewpoint as opposed to just showy. And that kind of personality is what we get from Berkshire Hathaway, from Warren Buffett himself. I mean, he's not a showy guy, even though he's insanely wealthy and brilliant. And so we want to make sure that we have this kind of approachable luxury look to our new brand. David
Cabot talked about it as the depth of the organization, and that it does have depth. It's not just storefront.
Oh, no, absolutely. This is the most impressive company that I've ever worked with. We have it's like the dream team of smart people who know everything about the real estate industry, who know a lot about marketing, who know about the law, who know about finance, facilities, logistics, everything. Every person I talk to, I learn something new, and it's fantastic that our agents have those kind of resources.
So tell me, most daunting task?
Oh wow, yeah. So just the sheer volume of things that had to be rebranded for Berkshire Hathaway. I mean, we have 3,000 agents, each with their own personal brand. And their look had to be rebranded under the umbrella of this new look. So it's like if somebody asked you to take 3,000 people and make them and come to a wedding wearing something that looks good, but they don't wear the same thing. It's really, really challenging.
It sounds like it. We're with Zach Hill, the Vice President of Marketing for Berkshire Hathaway Home Services California Properties. And you mentioned the 3,000 people that you have to deal with.
Yeah.
They're significant business people. They've had their successes. They're now coming into, obviously, the namesake of Berkshire Hathaway, which has an incredible international following. Do you have people that are dragging their heels on that transition, or is it an easy segue?
A little bit. I mean, for the most part, our top agents, who are top agents for a reason. I mean, they get it. They understand branding, they understand marketing, and they know what Berkshire Hathaway can add to their what they've already accomplished. There are, of course, some agents that are really proud of everything they've done, and they're nervous about change. But once they see the significant ad campaign that we launched over the past few weeks leading up to this big event, they want to be a part of that momentum, and so they're definitely getting on board. Yeah.
Share with me about the vision, where it's going.
So what we want to be is what we will be, is the high-end luxury coastal real estate company for California, and then taking the brand international. And we want the way that Southern California looks through Berkshire Hathaway to be the way the world looks to real estate. I mean, it sounds like a unreasonable expectation, but we have the resources to pull it off. And
if you could wave your magic wand, obviously you're in charge now from the marketing standpoint, from Santa Barbara down to San Diego. Do you have aspirations of taking on this branding effort on the international playing field?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I would love to do that. I've in my past I've done some international rebrands for some Asian companies, and it's really an exciting challenge. And I didn't have the resources that Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices has, and the team at HomeServices, they can accomplish anything. I mean, they're such smart people with deep pockets. So it's a challenge, but it's something that could definitely happen, and it's exciting to think about it.
I can see the enthusiasm in your face. Zach Hill, Vice President of Marketing, Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices, California Properties, right here on Nelson Radio, heard on KTLK AM 1150. You need to click through and take the tour of this property. It is a beautiful, beautiful example of luxury living on Pelican Crest, overlooking the Pacific Ocean. You can find it at nelsonradio.com, or better yet, call me direct, 888-888-2136. That's 888-888-2136. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Nelson is a licensed lender under the California Department of Corporations, NMLS 331060.
This is Nelson from Nelson Radio, and it's important that we talk about a very serious issue. We had bad lending practices that led to the mortgage meltdown, but now we've got the challenge of deplorable customer service coming out of the meltdown. Bottom line, getting a new loan can be like pulling teeth without Novocaine. I've got the solution. Academy Mortgage and my team are injecting into the industry real performance and real accountability. Here are the facts. Appraisals in less than a week. Rate guarantees that can improve if the market goes down. Purchase transactions with our market-exclusive close-on-time guarantees, and refinance transactions in as little as 30 days. Who would have thunk? Guaranteed rates and guaranteed performance from your mortgage lender. Call me, Nelson, an accountable loan expert for nearly 3 decades, direct at 888-888-2136. That's Nelson at 888-888-2136, 888-888-2136, or at strongcreditrewards.com.